Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Mongoolie Show. Over the last couple of weeks, we've seen a great increase in the amount of silver, gold, and dark promotional credits we've had in order to make it easier for us to get red stars. A lot of us were speculating that means we're going to be getting blue stars in the near future. Turns out we're getting diamonds instead. What does that mean? We're going to go take a look. We're going to break this down. We're not going to spend too much time on the blog. We'll just kind of give you a basic idea of what's happening there. And then we're going to go into my thoughts on whether this is a good thing or a bad thing. Let's get into it. All right, so this blog came out about mid-afternoon. I was at work. I got to watch some other streamers talk about it, and I got to read it. So this is not fresh. I've looked at this a little bit already, but we're gonna go over it really quickly again, just to make sure we fully understand what exactly is going on. Essentially, they're introducing a diamond system. It's not going to replace the red star system. It's going to go on top of it. Basically, think of this as red stars number 8, 9, and 10. Now, the blog starts off talking about how the incursion raids have really increased our availability of red stars and how we can actually grind for red stars now. That actually is a plus in my books. I really do like that. It also talks about how we're going to increase the availability of character shards, which are the yellow stars, and how they're going to make it so that most characters will be farmable inside of 4 months and will be achievable at 7 stars inside of 6 months, or by the end of the 6 months. So within 7 months, if you want to word it that way. Now, it does specify for most characters, because we still have like our zombie Ironmans and our zombie Juggernauts, which should be like an annual thing. Maybe they're going to get more characters like that. So it doesn't say all characters, but for most of them, and that's acceptable. It also talks about the fact that they want to make sure that characters are good for at least 1 year after they're released. Essentially, they're saying if it takes you 6 or 7 months to earn this character up to 7 stars, they shouldn't be dead by the time that you get to 7 stars. Hopefully, it'll also mean we have no dead on arrival characters as well. So that I see also as a plus. So it does talk about different ways that we can actually get these characters, and some of these are already implemented in the game. They're going to increase stack sizes in War and Raid Store from 5 shards to 10 or even 20 shards. They're going to increase War Store character slots from 3 to 9 and Raid Stores from 4 to 9. This is already in the game. You can check this right now. There's already more characters in those stores, which is amazing. The Arena, Blitz, and Raid Orbs drop twice as many character shards as before. Arena characters immediately go into the store, where previously they were Orb exclusive. Increased character shard drop rates from all campaigns. That's fantastic. I've got some campaigns that I've been farming for a long time, and I'm still working towards getting them at 300 shards, like at 7 stars. That's brutal. So like, if this is going to help me out for that, that's amazing. Regularly providing more currencies to buy shards and resources in the stores. To get this started, we'll be sending an inbox message in the near future with a gift of free store currency. Free stuff is always good. Finder offers will have their prices adjusted to more accurately reflect the value of the character/team in the current meta. So that's basically, if you're willing to spend money, that'll make it a little bit cheaper for you, which is a good thing. And then it goes on to talk about how they've already started implementing getting characters to you a little bit faster. And I can kind of agree with this. Photon, I've already got to 5 stars. Sylvia, I've already got 5 stars. Kang, I think I've got at 6 stars. Ghost Rider's doing well. Bucky Barnes, I just saw in the new store. I just got Captain Carter up to 7 stars today, or yesterday maybe. That's fantastic. She's not like the newest character, but to get 7 stars on her already, like I don't have Dark Beast at 7 stars yet, and I've already got Captain Carter at 7 stars. So like, I do see what they're trying to do here, and I do think this is a good change. I think they're implementing good things, at least on paper. Now, how do the diamonds actually work? Well, they're going to become available to you when you hit commander level 42, which most of us are way past. And you need to have the character you want to put diamond form in to have 7 yellow and 7 red stars, and then it'll be a percentage-based increase beyond that. So if you're at diamond level 1, that'll boost all of your stats by 10%, from 75% to 85%. Diamond level 2, an additional 10%, 85 to 95, and diamond level 3, an additional 15%, from 95 to 110%. So if you have a character at diamond 3, they're going to be potentially 110% of what their base stats would normally be. All right, now as far as your diamond credits go, how you're going to actually buy these things, there's 2 different ways. You're either going to have silver diamond credits or dark diamond credits. Think of this exactly like the silver or gold promotional credits or the dark promotional credits. That's just what it is. If you open a diamond orb, you are guaranteed 20 silver diamond credits. Now, it doesn't say if that's a minimum or if that's a total, but 20 regardless, and you don't need that many to actually diamond up a character. So depending on how hard these are to get, this might not actually be that hard of a process. That being said, I'm sure that they're not going to have you get 3 diamonds on your character on day 1 unless you're spending a buttload of money, because that would kind of defeat the whole purpose. The reason they're doing this is to give you another long-term goal, because most people have 7 red stars on a lot of their characters already, and they want to increase that so that you can have something to strive for. If you could do this all on day 1, what's the point? You can also do diamond orb fragments. What you're going to be able to do is, if you spend enough money in one transaction on the web store, it doesn't say in-game, on the web, you'll be able to get a stamp on your card, and you can trade that card in for for specific rewards down the road. You can also use in-app purchases, so just ignore what I just said. Never mind, you can do it both ways. There's the Diamond Dawn Orb fragments you're going to get from the satellites, the Sword Satellite, which is the new Avengers Tower, essentially. Free claims, so they can just give it away to you on a Friday. Cosmic Crucible, I like that. Hopefully that's something you can be able to do every week. And various limited time events. Sure. Now we get to take a look at what it actually looks like in the store. You can see that the Diamond Orb opening is going to be right beside the Premium Orbs. It does have the characters with a 3 underneath it, so I don't know if it's possible to open up an orb and get 3 diamonds all at once. That'd be kind of insane, but I'm okay with it. Now, if you want to use diamond credits to unlock these diamonds on the characters, 1 diamond is going to cost you 50 diamond credits, 2 is going to cost you 110 diamond credits, and 3 is going to cost you 280 diamond credits. Remember, you're getting 20 per orb, so those orbs better be pretty plentiful. This will also have a pity system, much like the orbs do already, where if you get a character that you've already got, you're going to get refunded a little bit. So if you get a duplicate Diamond 1, that'll give you 10 credits, Diamond 2, 30 credits, and Diamond 3, 80 credits. It's nice to get something back, but it's unfortunate it doesn't just roll it again and give you a different character. So be it. There's no maximum cap for the amount of dark silver or dark diamond credits you're holding, so you can hoard as much as you want until you get a character you really want to go for. Now, it does state that the best way to get your diamond promotional credits or the Diamond Dawn orbs is going to be through Tower mode. It's actually called Sword Satellite this time around. It's different than the Avengers Tower, but it's basically the same thing. It doesn't tell us when this is going to be, so we're going to have to wait for the weekly blog at some point to tell us that. But for right now, it's going to tell you that the differences between Avengers Tower and Sword Satellite is that the characters require 5 yellow stars. Apparently, this used to be a lot higher. This was a 7 red star event only, and that's what all the content creators or envoys were complaining about. Like, that's ridiculous. That is a ridiculous hoop to make people jump through. 5 yellow stars is not nearly as bad. Not nearly as bad. Yes, it means some of your good characters might not be usable just yet, but most of you should have enough characters at 5 yellow stars, you can still do something in the tower mode. So I think this is reasonable. It runs for 10 days, which is awesome. Gives you lots of time to do it. Total floors 40. There's a boss floor every 5, and each floor has a minimum of 6 enemies, with boss battles having up to 10. So there's going to be some characters that are just naturally better at this than others. For instance, Spider Weaver, because she has all those charges, the more enemies on the field, the worse she does. This might not be a great event for her. But like somebody like Kang, who can do that giant board wipe, it'd be great to have 10 characters there and take them all out at once. We're going to have to see how the actual event breaks down whenever the event comes out, but I'm hopeful for it. You can earn Diamond Dawn Orb fragments and Dark Demotional Credit currency through Diamond Dawn Orbs. We knew that. After the initial release, you'll be able to earn diamonds from Cosmic Crucible. That's fantastic. I hope that is not just at Masters. I hope they kind of give everybody a chance to earn that. Kind of like Quicksilver, where like the higher up you do, the more you get, but everybody has access to it. All right, now which characters can get diamonds? This is actually great news because you can't get them on minions. So you don't have to worry about opening this up and getting a hand ninja or something ridiculous. That's awesome. The negative side is you also can't get it for any character that requires dark promotional credit, a la Ultron, Doom, Dormammu, Super Skrull, Morgan Le Fay, Rogue, Red Hulk, Archangel, Nova, Black Cat. All those characters, unacceptable. Iron Man Zombie, Spider-Man Big Time, probably Iron Man. No, probably Zombie Juggernaut. No. All the other characters, though, good to go. Again, not minions. Good job on that one. Thank you. If you want to exchange your Elite Red credits, you can. It's not a great rate, I'll admit that, but at least it's an option. If you're sitting on a lot of Elite 7 promotional credits, you can trade those in at a rate of 2,500 to 5. Which means if you want to get a 1 diamond on a character, you need to spend 25,000 Elite 7 credits to do it. Not a great rate, but I mean, for those people who've got just billions of that sitting around doing nothing, Sure. Fill your boots. All right, so the wrapping it up, the last section they want to talk about is basically just saying this is not a short-term race, this is a marathon. Don't worry if you don't get your character up to 3 diamond on day 1. That's not the point. The point is to give you something to work towards long term. It's a way of integrating this into what you're already doing on a daily basis and just give you something to work on. I really like that. I like having a long-term goal. Yes, there are going to be people who buy this day 1. There's no way around that. It's unless they just don't sell it for cash day 1, which seems really unlikely. Of course they want to do that. They want to make money. But honestly, if you don't have the money to spend on this game, don't worry about those people. You're not in league with them anyways. All right, so that's the entire blog on diamonds. What do you guys think? Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? For me personally, I think it's a good thing. I like it. I like to have something to strive towards. When I was playing Marvel Snap, the reason I got bored of it is because I finished Pool 3 and it didn't feel like there was anything left to do. So what's that quote?
And when Alexander saw the breadth of his domain, he wept, for there were no more worlds to conquer.
There's a lot of players who might be leaving this game or thinking about leaving this game because they've got like most of their roster up to 7 red stars. There's nothing left for them to really do. Sure, it might be a bit daunting to all of a sudden be like, okay, your entire roster is wide open again. Now you have to like level up all these new characters with this new thing. I look at it as a fun challenge. Am I right? Am I wrong? I have no idea. But right here, right now, I think this is a good thing. I'm happy about this. I'm excited for it, which is weird in this game. I'm not used to that feeling. But it's something to strive towards. It's something to work towards, and I like that. And it's not something like Apocalypse where they're like, you have to do this exact thing. I can level up whichever character I want. Any character that I can get up to 7 red stars, and now that the red stars are actually easier to get, I can bring them up to 7 red stars. I get to choose who that is. I get to choose who I diamond. This feels like a long-term goal that's actually being put in my hands. And I think that's cool. So I'm here for it. What about you? Do you think this is a good idea? Do you think this is a bad idea? Is this just another way to make Krakens go even harder than the free-to-play players? Maybe. If you're not a Kraken, don't concern yourself with them. Play your own game. I play this game as a hero collector game, not as a competitive game. Obviously, there are game modes where I have to go against other players, but that's just the nature of the beast. For me, it's just about getting more characters, leveling them up, getting them where I want them to be, getting all the stars. That's what I am here for. So now that there's another way to get more stars or diamonds, I'm here for it. Call me a shill, call me an idiot, whatever you want to do. Call me right if you're like, hey, I'm on board too. Cool. Let me know. Let me know down in the comments what you think. If you enjoyed this video and you made it this far, please consider giving it a like. And if you're willing to help me get to my 500 goal by the end of the year, hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. I'm over on Twitch a couple of times a week. If you want to come join me over there, it is twitch.tv/TheMongoolie Show. I'll leave a link down below, or you can come join my Discord. Tell me there how wrong I am. Tell me here how wrong I am. Scream at me on Twitch. Whatever you got to do, let me know what your feelings are on this, because I'm super curious. Is everybody really negative on this, or are people with me where they think this is actually a good thing? Either way, I'm happy to hear from you guys. We'll catch you next time. Good luck to you.